Do you know how many Disney animatronics are just in a building rotting away?
Um, it's
And to
weird
me,
to
it's
me.
a shame. It's a shame that they don't
It
preserve.
is, but I back in the day, it's the same thing with like the old Godzilla costumes from back in the day, the old Showa stuff from like the 60s and 70s. Those suits are gone. They didn't preserve them. They didn't do anything to make sure that they could hang around. We don't need this crap laying around anymore. Um, one of the biggest disappointments that I found out was in Gone with the Wind. There's the big fire scene at the end. Part of what's in that fire is King Kong's wall. They burned it down as part of that film.
Oh my gosh! Well, when he looks up and says, "What are they keeping in there? King Kong?"
Mhm.
Yeah, it's terrible that they didn't preserve a lot of this stuff, and you find some of this stuff rotting, and it's like, wow, some fan would have really liked to have that, or you know somebody could be putting together a museum of all this stuff. And
Well, yeah, one of the sharks for decades was at the top of a like a junkyard sign, and it was stuck at the top of a junkyard sign, and it was just sitting there forever and ever. And the junkyard was closing, and they had the shark, and they donated it. Somebody took it, refurbished it, whatever they call, and so now that shark is in the motion picture, film, and whatever museum. So it's now hanging as it should be in the museum of motion picture arts and sciences, something like that. It's actually in that place. There are pictures of it just sitting up on top of like these two big poles forever, just sitting in the sun and rotting away. And these guys got a hold of it, refinished it, and took it to the museum. So at least he survived in that capacity. It just, again, it goes back to, we just don't care. Like, we're doing it for now. Once we don't need it anymore, we just say goodbye, and
yeah,
that's it. So it's only really recently that we've understood film history, film value to pop culture, and so on, that this stuff now gets saved, at least more often than not. So people understand that stuff now, but restoration of old things and trying to find this old stuff, I mean, a lot of it's just going to be gone if it hasn't been restored by now.